Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing y'all how I cream contour and highlight. I mean, every time you highlight though with a concealer it's considered cream. But I'm going to show y'all my easiest way and the best looking way that I've learned to cream contour my face without looking cakey or muddy or anything like that. So let's get right on into it. I'm going to start by just putting my hair up on top. I'm going to start out by priming my face with the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Primer. And I'm just going to smooth this out with my hands. Then I'm going to go in with the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer just in my T-zone area. Then I'm going to go in with my foundation like normal, and I'm just going to be using the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. Then I'll just be going in with this Morphe M439 brush, and I'm just going to buff that into the skin. Now that that's completed, I'm going to go in with what I'm going to use to highlight the rest of my face, which is the Estee Lauder Doublewear Concealer in the shade 1N Extra Light Neutral. Then with my beauty sponge, I'm just going to go in and tap this all out. Then once we've highlighted the face, we're going to go in with the cream contour, which I'm going to be using a foundation, which is just the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation in a much darker shade. The shade is Desert Beige. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand, and then from there I'm going to go in with a brush. Then I'm just going to find the natural hollow of my jawbone, which is right in that area. Some people can make the little face that helps, some people can't. Mine kind of helps. Then I'm just going to dab on the corners of my forehead. Then I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge and just pat this all out. And you want, when you're patting it out, just to pat straight up and then to pat straight down and then come up. You never want to go below that line, because if you get this part of your face darker or like muddy looking, then it's just going to completely ruin that contour and make your face look the opposite of what a contour does. It's going to be very unflattering. And then with this up here, you're going to want to blend back towards your hairline and keep it away from the center of the forehead. Then with whatever's left on that brush, I'm just going to kind of buff back into the skin just to deepen up that contour a little bit. And then you can go back in with whatever you've used to apply your foundation with for the day and just kind of buff around the edges. That way everything is blended in real nicely. And then for the nose, I'm going to dip back into that contour shade, and I'm just going to dab on the sides of my nose like I normally would with a powder. And I'm just using a small blending brush for this. It's angled. And then I'm just going to go back in with that beauty sponge and buff it out. Then after that, I'm just going to go back under my eyes to make sure there's no creasing before I go in with the powder to set it. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 05 Fair. Then I'm just going to pat this down under my eye. I'm just going to hit all of them places that I hit with the concealer. And I'm going to sit and let that bake just a little bit while I go over my contour with some contour powders. That way it sets in place. I'm just going to go in with my usual, these two here, from the Beige Cosmetics contour palette. Whatever's left of my brush, I'm just going to take under my jawbone and bring it down my neck. And this is a Morphe JH02 brush. It's one of the Jaclyn Hill brushes. And then from there, I'm just going to use my Morphe setting mist, the continuous setting mist. And I'm just going to set my entire face. This helps. Have you ever felt like your powder is sitting on top of your face and nothing ever blends well? Well, if that's how you feel, you use that on top, like when you're finished with everything. And it makes like all the powders mix in with the creams and the liquids on your face. I'm going to go in my favorite blush. It's the Tarte Feisty blush. Taking this on a Morphe M530 brush. And I'm just going to go on the apples of my cheeks and bring up on top of that contour. And what I've been loving lately is taking whatever highlighter I'm using and going in with the same brush that I use for my blush. And it adds the best glow. Then once it's all done, I'm just going to go in with a big setting brush and just kind of go over everything. I'm going to do my brows and something small to my eyes, and I'll be right back. So here is the final look. I like this. It's more dramatic. It warms up the face quite a bit more. I really like this look. I really like using a cream contour. I don't do it often because it does take more time, but it looks more natural in my opinion. If a contour can look natural, I feel like this one does look a little bit more natural. So I thank y'all so much for watching. Please like this video. If there's anything else you want to see, just leave it in the comments below. Bye y'all.